Last week we looked at the case of Manny Starin, who was found dismembered in a storage unit. Her boyfriend had been arrested after CCTV caught chilling footage of him removing the same bags from the apartment. Now we have an update regarding Fanta Xayavong. Last week it was a concern that she too had been missing for some time, and at the time of her going missing, she was also in a relationship with Joseph Jorgensen.
Right, good afternoon. I'm here to provide an update in the missing person case involving Fanta Xayavong. Unfortunately, for the second time in a week, I'm here to report that we found a missing person deceased. Fanta's case began at the end of May when a tip came in to the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension's human trafficking tip line. That tip was from a concerned citizen, somebody who knew Fanta and was concerned for her welfare. They reported to us that Fanta was in an abusive relationship. They stated that Fanta was in a relationship with Joseph Jorgensen, and they had lost contact with her, and they were concerned for her safety. Our investigators received this tip, and they were in the middle of another investigation where Joseph Jorgensen was a person of interest. So they immediately became concerned for her safety and opened a missing persons case. That investigation led us to this week, where investigators went up to the 9100 block of University Avenue Northwest in Coon Rapids and served a search warrant on a storage unit located at that location. Investigators located what they believed to be human remains inside the storage unit. Our forensic services unit, as well as the Midwest Medical Examiner's Office of Anoka, responded to the storage unit and recovered those remains. They were brought back to the medical examiner's office, where today those remains were identified as Fanta Xayavong. The investigators today also served a search warrant in Shoreview at a residence. That search warrant was conducted by St. Paul investigators who were serving the warrant at a home that was previously owned by Joseph Jorgensen. We believed he was in that home until approximately September of 2022. The search warrant was conducted with the hopes of finding any evidence in relation to the death investigation involving Fanta Xayavong. Like I stated before, this all began with a tip. It was a very important tip, one that put us on the path to finding Fanta. We would encourage anyone with any information about anyone who is missing that has had contact with Joseph Jorgensen to call the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension tip line at 1-877-996-6222. An email also can be sent to them if that's easier at bca.tips@state.mn.us. This investigation is still active and ongoing. We don't have any further updates to share, but we will take calls from anybody that has any information related to this case or any other cases that are ongoing right now. Keeping that in mind, I'll introduce Chief Henry, who'd like to make a couple comments regarding this investigation.
Thank you. My name is Axel Henry. I'm the Chief of Police for the City of St. Paul. On behalf of our department and our entire city, we want to offer our condolences to the victims, families, and friends. We'd also like to extend that same concern to our entire community. Cases like these are horrific, and they impact everyone in our community. I want to acknowledge all of the different law enforcement agencies that have been assisting with this. This case will likely span numerous cities and counties, and the law enforcement community has come together as a whole to assist in investigating every aspect of it. And that's why the BCA's missing persons tip line is so important, and we strongly encourage folks to do that. I'm also extremely proud of the men and women of our department for the work they have done, whether it's investigators, forensic staff unit, the SWAT team, and other civilian sworn professionals who work for our department have been diligent in this case, and their work has been simply amazing. And it's truly important for the families of these victims, but also for our community at large. Thankfully, cases like this are extremely rare, but they are reminders to all of us that monsters can be real. And we are committed, as your police department, to keeping our community safe from harm. We want to thank everyone who has helped with this, and I strongly encourage anyone that has information related to this to come forward. We want your information. We will not be idle in the face of these types of dangers. Thank you.